I eat? Will I learn how to die? They will not expect this.
Alright everybody, welcome back, and the end of the season is right around the corner. I believe it's about 3 days or 2 days left, and this video right here is going to be my second last video. So tomorrow I will have another video. I will be uploading the last video of this season, and make sure you stay tuned because it is a very interesting, and I'm super happy about tomorrow's video. So tomorrow's video will be my last video of this season, and I believe there will be tomorrow there will be about 2 days left or a day left, depending on the season or how many days there are. But this game right here, going up against a Rengar, man, and I have to say, so this season it has not been easy at all, but this one right here, this game, I would consider to be probably my hardest carry and most insane comeback that I've ever played, man. Like, I remember this game like I just played it. It was so stressful. So a little bit of background was the previous game, I got autofill mid, and the Braum, the support, the Braum, I played with him, and it was just a bad game in general. You know, I think myself included, I played Diana and I went like 1-5. So in Champions Select, you know, he was doing some typing. He was like, oh, jungle, if you're a noob, swap. You know, he was talking to me, and of course myself, I was like, I try my best not to pay attention to those things. And we locked in Khazix, and right here we managed to have an absolutely insane game against a Rengar. We actually have the Nemesis Duel as well. Pretty interesting. Like, it's not, you don't get to play against these champions that have the Nemesis Duel every now and then. As Rakan right here, I don't think he even saw me, but he just managed to land a very, very lucky knock up. But we do manage to get the kill on him, and this Rengar was just healing so much, man. Like, the thing is, when playing against Rengar, you kind of see that his healing is kind of crazy. Like, when you're playing Rengar himself, you're like, oh man, why does it feel so weird? And then playing against the Rengar, you're like, bro, the healing is kind of, nah, it's not balanced at times. Especially if you're going like the full tank Rengar. It can be a bit crazy at times, the healing you get from him. But this game, man, absolutely insane game, absolutely intense game. As right now, the early game and mid game, it doesn't go too well, but ourselves as a jungle, we were doing okay. And this Samira was absolutely feasting, man. So right there, we got pretty lucky. We managed to get the kill on her. But this game, we actually got a couple of shutdowns that actually really help us out in the mid to late game. Right here, just trying to see if we can get any isolation damage on the Rakan, but we decided, you know, it might be best. It's just we reset as the dragon spawns, the Inferno Drake. Also, in the new patch, dragons will be getting changes. Really excited about that. But right here, so basically this whole dragon team fight, I really wanted to focus on getting the dragon, but for whatever reason, I just kind of like, it happens every now and then with me, you know, like very indecisive. So right here, I'm trying to aim for the dragon, but when I noticed that my auto attacks go onto the Swain, I kind of panicked and then wanted to auto lock onto the dragon. But when I did that, I actually locked onto Rakan, and I ended up just missing the smite on the dragon and ended up smiting the Rakan. So very just like, I don't know, I guess I panicked, man, because I saw my auto attack for some reason and skills lock onto the Swain. So then it's like I just thought to myself, well, my priority changes. So as right here, just Samira doing Samira things. Man, this character, I really don't understand what this champion does at times. It's pretty stupid, that champion Samira, especially like fed Samira. It's just weird. just zoom all across the map. Samira and Akali, if they're fed, I mean, just stay in base, man. I mean, there's no way you can catch them. As right here, the Swain absolutely beasting on us. Just pops his ultimate, and he's able to walk us down easily, man. Just run us down easily. As right now, the game is looking very, very difficult. But only 12 minutes into the game, just trying our best to try to just hover around and see what we can do. And right here, we do spot that Rengar is isolated as we managed to pick up the kill right there. So, of course, the enemy team slowly started making a little bit of mistakes that managed to get us back into the game. So, right there, pick up the kill on the enemy jungler. And Rakan gets a really nice engage on us, but Lux does manage to get the kill as we do get that snipe on the Rakan right there. And right here, I think Ornn just kind of gave up. I don't think he DC'd. I think he was just like, oh, my stupid jungler is trolling. As we do manage to try and force to get the Baron right here. But Samira is still alive. And Samira, of course, is super, super fed. We try to jump on her, but, man, she just zooms away from us. So, like, okay, just go back and try to focus on the Baron Nashor. We managed to pick it up and managed to get the kill on the Samira and get the double kill on the Swain. And we managed to get the shutdown. And just as I was saying, right, like getting these shutdowns managed to put us in a really, really good position. So we managed to get our power spike super, super fast. As right here, the Nemesis Duel has been triggered going up against the Rengar. I actually don't know what happens if you win or lose these. I'm actually not sure because it's been super, super long since this Nemesis Duel has been in the game. But I don't remember the last time I got it, man. Like, I really don't remember the last time that I actually played, you know, Rengar versus Khazix or Khazix Rengar, and this got activated because it is at 15 minutes, so pretty late into the game as well. But right here we see Ornn split pushing. I'm just trying to clear the minions just to hopefully get the isolation on him. And this with Khazix is something you really don't want to do, is just jump straight into them without vision. Like, so this right here, stupid play on my part. So we don't have flash anymore, and we're just trying to play around the slow, trying to help out the team as much as I can. And I do the same exact mistake again. Swain just pops his ultimate, flashes in, and he just cleans us up. Absolutely stupid play on my part, just jumping in with no vision for no reason. As right now we're just trying to do our best. Okay, play around the slow, trying to get some isolation damage. Just spam our second ability as often as we can, as Ornn right here gets a knock up, and then he uses his flash Q, I believe, to knock us up again. And man, there's really nothing much I can do, especially in a late game like this. So I'm just spamming my slow, just trying to do whatever I can, clear minion waves, do as much damage as I can. And right here I noticed that Samira is split off just a little bit, so we jump in and our smite manages to secure the kill right there. So ultimately I would say worth it, because they don't have a minion wave pushing. The Elder Drake is spawning up, as Braum right here tries to get a, I mean, he almost gets the steal. He tried his best, man. He really did. He really did. As right now, the enemy team do have the Elder Drake, but ultimately we are still pretty strong. And this Gwen was actually doing a lot of damage, man, later on into the game. And she does manage to pick up the kill on the Rakan. I was actually surprised as well. I was like, wow, okay. Even when they have Elder, Gwen was still able to get the kill right there. As right now, we're just trying to make sure, okay, they have Elder. Let's just make sure they don't get Baron. So I'm trying to rotate over to try and get as much vision as I can. I see that the scuttle is up, so I'm trying to get the scuttle just to make sure that we have at least some vision. And the one right here knocks me up, but I was pretty confident that he couldn't kill me or I could get away. As right here, Rengar does flash and tries to get us, so we just don't risk it. We just flash right after him as well. As someone tries to throw up a FF vote. I'm pretty sure it might have been the Braum. But the enemy team still have the Elder Drake right now, as Gwen is split pushing. So I really want you guys to pay attention to the Gwen in the top lane, right? So right now, as the Nemesis Duel ends, we don't manage to kill each other. All I'm trying to do is just try to apply as much damage or slow them down as much as possible, because I noticed that Gwen is split pushing. So I'm just spam throwing my second ability and trying to see. But Wakan here actually jumps out, and we manage to get some decent damage, isolation damage. And then the Rengar follows him as well for some stupid reason. But the Swain, as Lux gets a beautiful ultimate. And right here, myself and Lux just jump into the pit against Swain. And then Gwen gets executed by the Elder Drake. And the enemy's inhibitor is literally at 300 HP. I mean, just myself and Lux right there were just like, oh my god. Really? We could have just... I could have, you know, maybe spanned my second ability. Lux could have, you know, auto-attacked maybe. But we both decide just to jump in. So we respawn right here. Just trying to give a little bit of words of encouragement. Like, okay, we can win. They still do not have the Elder Drake anymore. We can definitely fight them with the Baron. As right here, Lux gets a beautiful root and ultimate. We're just trying to do our best, but this Samira just jumping all over the map. She comes into isolation damage, thankfully, and Ornn does the exact same thing. I mean, this whole team fight right there, I did absolutely nothing. Man, just completely useless. Like, right there, I was playing perfect throughout the early mid-game, the Baron fight right there. But then that small team fight that won us the game, I did absolutely nothing. And then right here, I did notice that it was just Rengar. I was thinking maybe to just like follow him to hopefully slow down his recall. But I noticed, okay, there's 3 of us. It's only him. We can probably end the game. And we managed to pick up the kill and end the game. In my opinion, probably the most insane carry and comeback that I actually had in this season. Like, I've had some pretty intense games, but this one right here, I would say probably the most intense game. As we do manage to pick up the MVP as well. Right here, nice and easy. Going up against a Rengar in the jungle. And as you can see, we did play with this Braum as he was throwing out some shade. As you can see, he was a jungle main as well, top 1 Jarvan. So I think he was just being a little bit critiqued of the jungle. As we actually, we lost the kills as well. It was 23 to 31 as we did 23k damage. I hope you all enjoyed. Peace.